You're a rock star. You don't give a fuck.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to We Watched a Movie. We just got done watching Rockstar. It's a guy, Mark Wahlberg plays Chris Cole, who's obsessed with a band of the 80s called Still Dragon. The whole movie takes place in the 80s. And he lives life according to the Still Dragon way. Like, he has a cover band, and that's all he does, is everything is about Still Dragon. He wants the music perfect. He wants everything exactly like Still Dragon. And he gets an opportunity after he is booted out of his band, and he gets an opportunity to become part of the real Still Dragon. He becomes the frontman of Still Dragon, and
shenanigans ensue.
Not shenanigans. Rock and roll, sex, and drugs ensue. Compton.
Rockstar is, to me, it's one of the most underrated movies.
I could see
Maybe
that.
not ever, but it's a really underrated movie. I mean, for all, if you hate it or if you went off the reviews, watch it again and see what you really think about it, because I mean the acting's right there. The acting's perfect. I mean it's kind of a cheesy movie, but 80s rock and roll is kind of cheesy.
And I think the movie captures the whole glam rock scene.
It does.
You know, like when the glam rock was coming on, you got like Poison Rat, and then you got this fake band called Still Dragon, and all the music is kind of like glam rocky.
And that's one thing about the movie. The music is amazing.
The music was awesome, and it's original music, but the one thing that I was most impressed with this movie was like Mark Wahlberg was able to perform in a comedic way, but also in a serious way at the same time.
It was the first movie he did like that too.
Yeah.
No, I thought Mark Wahlberg was great in this. I mean, you gotta think, if you're watching this movie, watch it and just tell yourself, be like, that's Mark Wahlberg. That was the guy.
You kind of think
that's the guy that played Mickey Ward in The Fighter.
Yeah, but sometimes you think that Mark Wahlberg was playing a little bit extreme when he was playing like when he was living with his mom and dad, he was playing like too much like a teenager.
I don't think so at all, man.
He was like, Mom! Because he was supposed to be in like his mid-20s.
But that's what it was supposed to be, though. Like, he's in his mid-20s and he still lives at home, and his mom runs.
Yeah, but when he comes down, he's like, keep him out of my room, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
The whole thing with his brother said, no, I thought that was about right.
Too much, though.
That's what it would, I mean, that's kind of how it would be if you're in your mid-20s.
Is that what you did with your mom?
No, me personally.
Come on, Mom, this is bullshit.
I thought this was one of Jennifer Aniston's most underrated roles. All the fucking talent that was in this band just walked right out there.
Well, I don't know, dude. Yeah, I can definitely see how this movie was underrated.
Yeah.
And I just don't think it got the recognition it deserved, because there's some scenes in it that are pointless to be in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it detracted from it, but overall the movie is really solid. I think it's got a perfect blend of comedy and drama in it to keep it interesting.
Yeah.
And one thing about it is the music is so good, like it just that's fucking awesome.
It's perfect 80s music. Like, I love the soundtrack. Like, I downloaded it the other day. Like,
yeah.
I love the entire CD, especially the song. The best moment, my favorite scene in the entire movie is when he flies to LA and he's trying out for the band, and he goes in that little room and he sings that song. And we sang it the other day in the review. But that moment right there, like, even though the movie's kind of cheesy and it's kind of dumb and it's just a fun little movie, like, you're into it.
There's a little bit of a Rocky into it, isn't it?
It's kind of a Rocky.
You know, but it's
Rocky for the rock stars.
But it's not like Rocky. You could put Rocky in just about any like inspirational movie. The one thing I didn't like about it, dude, like honestly, I didn't like about it was at the ending, near the ending. It's so like they tried so bad to make Chris Cole Nirvana style, or Pearl Jam.
Yeah, no,
he's wearing like a friggin' sweater, and he's like, and he's like singing on stage. It's so Nirvana.
No, I don't want to say Nirvana. Nirvana's not like that. It was more like Goo Goo Dolls.
No,
Nirvana.
What was it? What
Goo Goo Dolls.
What were they called? Grunge. It was so grungy.
I don't think it was grungy. It was more like alt-rocky than anything.
Oh, okay, yeah, but they, you know what they were trying to do? Like the late 80s, early 90s, they're trying to show the like birth of Nirvana and that kind of Seattle. And he was in Seattle.
I think you're off the point.
No, dude, he was in Seattle and he was doing this grungy rock.
In Seattle, but you're off with the.
Where was Nirvana from?
Seattle.
Okay, that's my point.
Actually, he was from Olympia, Washington.
I don't care where
technical.
I don't care where exactly he was from.
What I'm saying is, it was more alt-rocky like Goo Goo Dolls. No, it was cheesy, but the whole movie was cheesy. It kind of went along with it. It was just like, and the alt-rock movement was cheesy. I give the movie an 8.5. I friggin' love this movie. It's one of those movies. No, it's one of those movies that I can just watch anytime. It's always entertaining to watch it. But I give it an 8.5. The only reason this movie's not a 9 or higher for me is because of the ending. Yeah. It was just like the movie's going along. He's in this band. They do a good job of showing what it's like for a regular dude to be in a crazy rock and roll band. But then all of a sudden they have that conversation about taking a piss. And then like it
I
was
didn't
like
mind that.
I know, but it's like they had to wrap it up really quick. That it's got one of my favorite soundtracks of all time, and the only other thing I would take against this movie is the fact that Mark Wahlberg doesn't sing the songs. They brought in a couple of 80s rock guys, but no, I mean, but it would have been more realistic if it's like Joaquin Phoenix.
It would have been like
Joaquin Phoenix did the Johnny Cash
Not
songs.
all of it though.
He
They
did.
mixed it. No, they mixed it.
I don't know that.
They
I don't.
They do.
I don't
Look
agree.
at special features. I'm gonna give it an 8.0. I think this movie is fantastic. I've watched it so many times.
Yeah.
I think it's easy to pop in and just relax and watch it. It's not like anything that you got to think about or anything. It's just fun on the screen. But the ending does track for me too. And then there are certain scenes in the movie that I think is pointless. Sometimes I think that Mark and the Funky Bunch overact. Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes he does. Like he's too much like honestly when he was like yelling at his mom and like when he was living at his mom, I think he was too much like 19 years old in like mid 20s. I just think he was. But yeah. Well, other than that though, I think he was good. I think this is one of Mark Wahlberg's one of my personal favorite performances he ever did on screen.
8.5 for me, 8.0 for Jay. What is your favorite Rockstar music movie? What is your favorite movie?
Across the galaxy.
Yeah.
Across the universe.
But no, really, I mean, what's your favorite rock movie, music movie, whatever, just anything that has to do with music? What's your favorite movie in that genre? Jay, what's yours?
Rockstar.
Mine too.
Rate, comment, subscribe. I'm Jay and this is Mike and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
When I went and got a DVD player, that was the very first DVD that I ever owned.
And
I watched it
you know the first DVD I ever bought?
I watched it 5 times. What?
Fast and the Furious.
That's not a bad DVD.
I was out with my friends and I thought I'd
Did you want an eclipse with the underglow?
No, I didn't. No,
I did.
I didn't want that.
I wanted a green.
No, but literally the first.
Green eclipse!
It was the first DVD I ever bought.
Yeah.
I got it home and it didn't even work.
No.
It didn't work. It never did work. Maybe
What kind of DVD player did you get?
a DVD player?
What kind is
I
it?
don't remember.
Toshiba. Sanyo.
A Magnavox.
Was it a Magnavox?
I don't know.
You got fucked. That's what it is.
So you got fucked a box.
It's a Magnafuck.